Well, I went and bought me a piece of 3/4 inch fiberglass rod from W.W. Granger. I just ordered on the internet, and there's a W.D. Granger about 5 miles up the road on the interstate. So it's no shipping, I just picked it up from there. And it's $43. And it's a natural color. You can paint it, well, I can paint it black like I do my PVC anchor poles. But I decided it gets scratched up and just makes it look like crap, so I'm just going to leave it white. I'm going to cut it off at about 8 feet, maybe 8.5 feet, and it comes in 10-foot lengths. And this is just a PVC T-handle I made, and it was on my PVC one. I broke it the other day, that's the reason I got this. And you can see where I had a wooden dowel glued in it. So I'm going to have to make another one. This one, I can't use this one, but I'm going to make another one just like it and stick on the end of it where it cuts in. And that way you have a T-handle on the top of it. And what I'm fixing to do is, I don't want it blunt. I'm going to put a point on it. So I'm going to drill me a little small center hole, have a small stainless steel screw. I'm just going to run it in about halfway. Just to give me something for this JB Well steel stick. It's epoxy putty. And it works good. That's what I used on my other one. You just mix it up. It comes in a, that's all it is. You just roll it out and it's already made up. You just work it with your hand until it turns whatever color it's supposed to turn. I haven't forgotten now, black or whatever it is. And then you just kind of form it. Like I say, this will be screwed straight into the end. Form a point on it. And then I got to roll my boat out outside so I can stick this up in it when I cut it off. To figure out where I want to put my little hole through here for my pin, for my anchor rope. And I'll show you that stage later when I get it ready. But I just wanted to show you what I had. You can get this at Lowe's, Home Depot, anywhere where they sell the glues, the wood glue and epoxies and all that kind of stuff. It works really good. And it gets hard as steel, as they say. But just, you put it on there, shape it with your hand, and you know, when it gets hard, you can take a sander and make it a little better if you want, but that way it'll just punch right down into the mud or whatever. It's kind of a hard bottom. Works good. And so when I get ready to cut it off and drill the hole, I'll show you how it works once I get it on the boat outside. And I got my anchor pole ready. My neighbor's cutting grass. Hope this works. Here's where I put the epoxy point on it. Works real good. Drilled out to just a hole for my little stainless steel eye. When I get ready to go home, I just slide this out and just lift the pole out and it's ready to go. I need to cut it off a little bit, but I started off with my twin troller and I put a wing nut on it to hold it, but found out it doesn't need anything to hold it. Just the weight of the stick itself keeps it there. And I've never had it even come loose at all for the last 2 years on my twin troller. And my other kayak, it worked good too. So well, I got it routed. It's just all PVC. Got plywood under here. Got it screwed down to it. Works great. Have some pad eyes on the inside of the boat, running up to the front. Right here is where I lock it up to hold it up. When I get ready to deploy it, just give it some slack and let it go, and the anchor falls to the bottom. Pull it up, and just the opposite. Kind of hard to do with one hand. Pull it up and then to put it on the little zigzag. To keep it all nice and neat, I have a clothesline pole right here. The line. Steven Spielberg will be proud. Want to recoil lines for your clothesline pole. Got it mounted in here, so I never have any slack line in the boat to deal with. It stays nice and neat. And actually my rudder paddles was supposed to be stainless steel wire, but that stainless steel is starting to rust already. They're just a couple of trips to the marsh. Here's my transducer. This fits right on here and goes down. Works great. I have it like that in case I hit something, hit the oyster bar. It just curls back out of the way. Depth finder goes here. I'm gonna put another rod holder here. I got two over there. And there's my Battleborn lithium-ion battery, 100 amp hour. I can run this thing all day and not even break a sweat. So that's nice. Plus it only weighs 30 pounds or 29 pounds, whatever it is. So that makes it nice. Put me 3 little rod holders back here. And something else I did last week, I went and bought me a jet ski trailer. I got tired of loading that thing in and out of my pickup truck. It wasn't that hard to do really, if I take the battery and the trolling motor off, but that's a PIA. So I sold my Hobie Outback, so I went and bought me a trailer. A nice little trailer, like $900. That's a lot of money, but I couldn't find a used one that was suited what I wanted, so I just got this, and it's brand new and galvanized, which means it'll last about a year before it starts rusting, or less. But the boat fits on it really nice. Kind of excited to get back to the marsh. I hope to be able to get back down to the ocean, to the beach, maybe next week or the week after, and start getting some fishing videos back out again. And here's my little fancy control system. It's made out of PVC for controlling the trolling motor here. And I got it run up to the front. And this is the tubing came from Lowe's in the yard irrigation, where you love flower beds and all. The tubing, it's a real tough little tubing. Just got it running up to the front, and the stainless steel wire routed through it. A little quick connects on it, so when I have to take it off. But hopefully I won't have to take it off anymore. But that's the rickskiff. Works great. Like I say, I don't have any scupper holes. I got the back end opened up, so the water, if any waves come over it, if it starts pouring down rain on me, it just runs right out the back of the boat. No scupper holes to worry with, and it just runs right out the back. When I'm in the water line is right along in here, so I don't have to worry about water coming in the back of the boat. You can kind of see the line right here where I had it in the water here a while back. It's about an inch or 2 inches, inch and a half, 2 inches below the water line, below the floor of the boat. So that works good. So as you can see, it draws about what, 5 inches, maybe 4 or 5 inches of water. That's with my butt in it and all my gear and everything fishing. So I'll have my cast net in there and my anchor and everything else. So it does pretty good. But I just thought y'all would like to see that. Nice setup. Can't wait to get it to the water. That's it. I'll get to catching some fish.